If you've got a quinceañera coming up and you want to hire a Trump impersonator, you won't do any better than Corey Kinsella.
Here you go, bud. I don't know if you saw in the summer, but O.J. Simpson was just recently released from prison. He then pulled a Donald Trump, went on Twitter and said, I have, quote, some getting even to do. That's when he proceeded to go out and finish off the rest of Nicole Brown Simpson's family. It's just a random little Norm Macdonald one I thought of. You brought it up. You did this.
I did this.
You created that a little bit.
It sounded more like O'Reilly sounded like.
I thought it was like a sign.
I thought it was the O'Reilly
A
thing.
non-committed
This week in the news, O.J. Simpson reportedly admitted that he killed her. I gotta work on that. Is it better than my Joe Pesci?
No, please, yeah.
This is bad. So, flea markets make us all feel better about ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at one over the weekend. I saw this guy taller than me, skinnier than me, if you can picture that, covered in tattoos, overalls on, and he was walking like this, just casually. He had his left arm hanging down by his side, but his right arm was just cocked backwards like this, meandering around, leaning in, looking at all different things, and I go, I'm just thinking in my head, what the hell, why is this guy's bad rotator cuff? And right after I thought that in my head, the guy's girlfriend comes right up and slips her arm back through the loop and keeps the train going. They were literally linked together, and this bitch had him on such a leash that he didn't even know that she broke off from the train to go stop and glance at a tent. He didn't even know it. He's just standing there like this, thinking she's still 2 feet from him, and then she come right back in and looped it right in. Definition of pussy whipped. Can you imagine Jay Leno interviewing Regis Philbin? Now this next guy is somebody that we all know. We all recognize him from, he hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he was also on Good Morning America Live with Regis and Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we still have him in the building. I think, where is he? Can we bring him out here? Regis Philbin, everybody. Lube up the vocal cord. Are you ready to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Jay, I am your host, Regis Philbin. Tonight, we have you as the only contestant with the opportunity to win $1 million. Jay, are you ready? Well, I'm always ready. All right, well, you say no more. Jay, when was your last episode aired? When did you retire? Was it A, May 29th, 2009, B, July 17th, 2006? Was it C, January 2001, or was it D, August 11th, 2012? Well, you know, if you're not mistaken, I actually believe it was May 29th, 2009, if I'm not mistaken. That is where you're wrong. It was actually the day you did retire, but the day you should have officially retired was August 22nd, the night of your first show after you took over for Johnny Carson. You just lost. Jesus, I scare myself sometimes. That shows you what kind of a person I am. You know what else shows you what kind of a person I am is, you know what kind of a guy I am? I'm the kind of guy that when it's 34 degrees and we get that wet, heavy snow. Anybody excited for the snow that's coming up? Anyone? Yeah, well, I'm the guy that's out there with the snowblower, chewing through all of everything down to the snowbank where the snowplow leaves its nice, graceful pile. And every time I'm ready to spin around and do the next pass up, I always like to take a deep breath and look around at my neighbors who are all struggling with snow shovels. And then they look at me as if they're about to take the breath of air to say, Corey, and then that's when I fake phone call. You ever do that? You ever pretend your phone's ringing when you're talking to somebody you don't want to talk to? Or avoid the conversation? Shut the snowblower off. Yeah, I can come snowblower your driveway. I'm doing mine now. I'll be right over. Yeah, no, I got a buddy with a truck. I'll load her up. and then you just play stupid, and then you watch, and then the best part is right when they get done with all their driveways, the plow comes through again. Speaking of sick, sadistic shit, Dan McCord, is he still here?
Yeah.
He had a little quick bit on guns.
Yeah.
Guns, home invasions, you know, people say, why do you need an AR-15? Oh, well, what if 7 people break into my house? Then I can empty the 30-round clip, magazine, whatever it's called on them. And I agree, yeah, go for it. I'm all for guns and the Second Amendment, but these people that aren't, which are usually spineless, pathetic, weak excuses of human beings, you know what I suggest they start doing? And even if you have a gun and you can't get to it in time, somehow subdue the home invader and rape them. I honestly think there would be a lot less home invasions if we started raping these home intruders. If you could somehow, whether he's got a knife or a gun, catch him off guard, knock it out of his hand with some jujitsu shit, and then fucking be just jacked up on Oxycontin and Viagra all night long, just waiting, just getting yourself warmed up there, waiting for the guy to come and kick in the door, and then you run at him, hit him over the head with a dumbbell or an old piece of firewood, and just fuck him in the ass until he's begging for mercy. Of course, there's one problem. Half of home invaders and burglars have been to prison, so they probably like that. And then they would go, oh, maybe if I go break into that house over there, maybe that guy will rape me. Let's go throw that rock through his window and see what he does. Either way, he's gonna blow my head off or he's gonna blow my asshole out. I think I'm down for about either one. The good old days when you could shoot somebody and the cops would come and check and assess the situation and say, oh, all right, you were in the right, have a good night, sir. Well, not the rape, but the regular shooting part. Every time somebody shoots a home invader, it's always been a federal case. But speaking of missing the old days, I really miss the old days. And I'm not talking like JFK or the 70s or 80s. Well, at least not for my lifetime. I'm not even talking the 90s. I'm just talking like 2013 to 2015. Innocent time. So innocent. There was nothing going on in the news other than Charlie Sheen being strung out on 6 days worth of cocaine, smoking a pack of cigarettes through his nose during an interview with Diane Roberts, saying he's high on tiger's blood. Or the people that would sue Red Bull because it didn't give them wings after a friend died after falling off a 5-story parking garage. Those were the simpler times. Now we wake up, the news is just so fucking chaotic. It's insanity is what it is. Got any examples of any crazy things you've seen in the news?
Jussie Smollett?
Juicy Smollett, as Dave Chappelle would say? The French actor? I don't want to rip that. All right, so I'm a barber. I was halfway through one of my customers' haircut. We're talking about the funny nicknames for orgies. 3 ways, 4 ways. You got the Taco Supreme Plus. You got an orgy. You got the banana split, the double banana split. You got them all. And then a commercial came on the TV, and it was for a pizza place around here, and it was advertising 5 meat pizza feast. I literally pulled the clippers away from my buddy's head. I looked at him, I said, what? 5 meat pizza feast. That to me sounds like an innuendo, a nickname for just a nasty sex, drug, hormone-filled orgy. It's just a 5 meat pizza. That doesn't even sound appetizing. That's just horrifying. Maybe lose my appetite. All right, two more last ones. Free samples. You know what you do when you get a free sample? You act intrigued, big smile on your face. You let the salesperson do the pitch. You take it, you act like you're savoring the flavor, and you actually like what you're tasting, tastes good. And then all of a sudden, you let a look of horror slowly creep on your face, and you say, what did you just sell me? What kind of sample was that? I want my money back, and I demand it now before I call the cops. You wouldn't believe the looks these vendors will give you. I did it at the fair with wine slushies. Got totally fucking shit-faced, but it worked. And we had one hurricane this season, which usually the last 8 years we've had about 5 by now. And their names, they're all random names. And they say, we've never had one of these before. And I find it hard to believe, but I heard somebody saying there's never been a Hurricane Muhammad. And all I can think of is the reason why we didn't have a Hurricane Muhammad this year, or don't even have the time or place to name one after a Muhammad, is because it would just simply dodge every big city on the East Coast and go right for New York City and destroy it once again. All right, I'm Kinsella. I don't know what that was. I hope it made you think.